line at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Green Bay Packers and the Minnesota Vikings. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Stop your whining. Check 50, check 50.
The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive.
Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again.
From the gun, here's Cousins. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
This is taken at the 18. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the Pack up 1st and 10 at their own 26. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. On 2nd down, it's Jones. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 16 and a first down for the green and gold.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. From the 40 now on 2nd down. Rodgers, rush coming, and he's taken down. Danielle Hunter, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 27-yard line. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because it plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Second and 10 now from the 27.
Switch it. 26.
The first carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Throwing is Rodgers. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. Well, the screen gets 7, but it's not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down. First down, here's Cousins. Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. And now off to the races down the right side. And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown. So a pick 6 there out of the nickel package. They went with 5 DBs.
Almost becoming the base package in the NFL is the nickel. Hard to throw against. That was demonstrated one more time. A pick 6 going the other way.
Crosby with the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Hey, let's go. Tyson.
Back to it after the pick 6. Cousins. And this is Cook with a grab. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Johnson was the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
3rd and long for Cousins. He'll dump this off to Cook. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Tackle made by Eric Kendricks.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because You have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Throwing again on second down. Cousins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Preston Smith comes in for the sack. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
They'll get a couple yards on that one. And it'll be 4th down.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked.
But when it all comes together and you get the field goal block that's been designed, that's been drawn up, everyone has to feel good about on that side of the ball. How about that one there? To the left side, knew what they had. That's where they wanted to be, and they got their designated guy turned free.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Harrison Smith on the safety blitz, able to get the sack. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now Rodgers. He'll get this complete to the Notre Dame man, Equanimeous St. Brown. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half, 10-0 our score. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join, who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down. Now a draw play. This is Jones. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Rodgers now to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
I got kicked out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, you can't really hide it.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Here's Rodgers. He completes it to Jones. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Man open, it's St. Brown. He's got it. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag. Completed it very well.
Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Equanimeous St. Brown, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Crosby connects on the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it ends with a Packers touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, Well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on third down. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. He finds his man Johnson. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on fourth down. So we reach halftime, and now due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter.
Let's go, let's go!
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Again, it's Jones. 7 yards there and a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. A run on first down, but it's not going to get them much. Maybe a yard, and that's all. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9, Rodgers. He sets up the screen to Jones. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yards.
And this is going to be intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
A pass there over the middle to start things out. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Cousins to throw it. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 7 yards there and a first down. First down, here's the run with Cook. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Check, box it. Check, box it. At the 42-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Cousins, his throw incomplete. He was looking for his tight end there, Kyle Rudolph, and it's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Cousins. That'll be complete to Cook. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
A short game that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Jones. And he'll take this one up to about the 23.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
To throw, it's Rodgers. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's Packer football here as they've got the lead as well to begin the 4th quarter. They'll go again to Jones. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
And they'll try the jet sweep here. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. The Packers on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. On the counter, here's Jones. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. It's good for a gain of 7, but still a few inches short here with 4th down coming up. And the head coach reaches for the red flag, tosses it down on the field. He wants
the Packers take over 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
Get 300! Get 300!
Rodgers now on first down. This complete to Jones. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason.
And it's a fumble. And this belongs to the Vikings. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. Here's Cousins. Open here, Adam Thielen. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now throwing on first down and completing it. That throw good for 4. It's second down. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Looking to throw again on second down. Cousins. And complete right side to Cook. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a third down. They couldn't get anything going there out on the right side in the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 41-yard line.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. Cousins going to come up on a 1st and 10, and he's hit on all 6 of his throws on this drive. They'll throw again. Cousins under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. Kenny Clark able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. On 3rd down, Cousins. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock.
50 to Mike. 50 to Mike. Bring it. Bring it.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. The throw complete to Beebe. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. To throw again on second down, Cousins. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop. From the gun, here's Cousins. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left.
Check. Fresno.
Pilot, 64, weak.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Harrison Smith. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory, and they did it in shutout fashion. Impressive.
Would it be too bland of a statement to say they didn't have the greatest day offensively? I mean...